While you at it peeping this shit, go ahead to youtube.com/waterwaytv and subscribe to that shit. Yeah, you know the waves in it. Baseball, we're hitting a home run, hit it with the coldest rains. And even on my bad days, I'm a clutch to finish. The track diminished, the booth burnt, hands is itching. Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of Waterwave TV interviews. Today we got Rich Pedro in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Chilling. Had a smooth day, a little light day so far. About to get first little action in today with this podcast, but we got a lot of editing after.
Yeah, we got a lot going on today. For sure.
What's new with you?
Man, clothes, music, just, trying to expand my horizons a little bit. Doing a little bit of, throwing some parties, promoting little stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but just like I said, trying to just expand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Going into next year, I got a lot on the wraps, so I just been trying to stay out the way and focus on the money.
Yeah, trying to be a real businessman, or what I say, not a businessman, but a businessman.
Yes, sir.
Basically,
yes,
turn yourself
yes,
into
sir.
a business, figure yourself out that way. But yeah, let's talk about the party promoting. We did a little show together, or not a little show. It was a bus, or not show, but club event. Wasn't necessarily a show. But yeah, the celebrity Halloween weekend birthday party.
My birthday party, really. Yep. That's it was crazy. I appreciate you coming out.
It was fun.
You brought the boys out with you. It was fun. It was lit.
Yeah, you definitely put together the right people to work the doors and everything, and picking the venue and keeping the vibes right and with having Icy team up it's definitely great both ways.
She's amazing. She played a large part in that plan, how it played out for sure. It was just like you said, it was just put together really well. It was promoted well. We just picked the right venues. We had the security. We really got in good with the security. So it was good. It was a good event. It was fun. It definitely was. It was crazier than I expected. I'll say that for sure. I won't say I wasn't expecting it to be lit, but just the turnout, just the love that we felt that night, it was good. Especially, I can speak for myself. The love that I felt that night was insane. It was fun. It was fun.
It was good because I feel that same way every time we throw a show or do a club event or anything where your name's attached to something, and you want it to have a good night because for sure some people are going to come and spend some money, so you want their money to be worth it.
Exactly.
And it's always them jitters, you overthink it all the way up until it gets nice. Is how I always see. It's how I always throw events. It's be like dang, it's 10 o'clock. You feel like you want to have as many people there as possible, but reality, what time do most people really get somewhere? You kind of got to just slow down a little bit.
Yeah, because you were telling me, you kind of kept me. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of kept me mellow through it because it's. And I know I don't leave the house till midnight, so I know it's not usually going to be lit. But it was 10, 11, it's midnight, it's getting close to midnight, and it's picking up, but it's not there yet. And I'm and you're just just give it some time. It's still early. I'm all right, cool. And it got there. You came back up and said it's busting down there. I said, okay, bet. It was
that's how it always goes. You just got to trust the process because. Yeah, that's just really what it is with the nightlife.
It really is. You just gotta trust. You gotta trust that process, man. That's what it is. Everything's a process. And that was it's not my first party. I've put together shows, little small stuff, kind of at Red Sea and little stuff like that. But that was kind of my first real, at the club, my first event, kind of. So for it to turn out how it did, I'm grateful. I can just say that.
Yeah. So is the event throwing gonna be a bigger part of your career moving forward, or are you still are you still full on with the music thing, or are you kind of just you still going to be dropping music consistently and you're just playing with other things, or are you kind of taking a break from music?
I was taking a break from the music for a while, but I think I'm about to just have everything going at once. It was kind of I kind of took a break from the music last few months to kind of get everything in line that I'm gonna have going forward into the new year. So I'm about to put together a project right now, actually, and I'm gonna drop that early next year. And we're gonna get the ball rolling. That's what it is. I'm just gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything I can. And to answer your question, I want it to be a large part of what I got going on, but I think I might do more investing as opposed to having my name, because I don't care to have my name on the flyers and all that. It's not, it's not about that. It's just about, doing something good. And I really just, I want the bag, bro. I want every bag I could get. If it's money on the floor, I got to get it. That's just what it is.
Yeah, so, you just find stuff you're good at, stuff you understand, and if you got the money to invest in it and like makes sense, and you're basically guaranteed a profit, like you might as well do it.
I mean, I'm already outside anyways, so I might as well get some money for it. You know what I mean? So.
Literally. But let's I kind of want to talk about like how you started making music, because I met you. You were one of like the first artists I really ever met starting Water Wave, besides the people I started it with.
Right.
Especially like going to the city. Like I went out to the club the first time ever when that was that
night we had the.
Was it was Mix's birthday?
I don't think.
Right?
Was it a might have been Mix. I don't think it was a birthday. I think we were just kind of
a night out or whatever.
Yeah,
but like that was like the first night I got introduced to you, and it was like with like Marcus Ibarra and Mix and Mansa and YP, Anthony Miko was there, and like I guess I met Polo Scott eventually that night too.
It was
and it's like that was like a real like introductory to like Minneapolis like nightlife. It was at Monarch, so obviously there's a lot of clubs, but like a real introductory to that shit. So like I guess like how much I know that wasn't the beginning of your music career, but I kind of want to get into that too. But like how much has like changed like with your mindset since then?
I think back then when I was making music, I wasn't doing it to like back then I thought if I wanted to make music to be cool. I already had the money. I had, I was doing everything else. I just kind of, I guess not to be cool, but it was just, it wasn't
like fill a void maybe. Like,
yeah, like
just like I was
bored.
Have something else going on.
I was bored. I wasn't trying to make money. Like I wasn't trying to make music like I'm gonna blow up. And that wasn't my intention when I started. I've always loved music, but that wasn't my, But as time went on, I kind of, certain people would tell me keep going, and it's like I see that I got it. I can rap. I know that I can rap. So it was about applying the pressure. Is really what it was. I never really applied the pressure how I was supposed to. I kind of just I go in the studio with Marcus, do my thing, whatever. They'll do their thing. I'm just kind of chilling, and then I get on a song, and I might drop it, might not. It was never nothing too serious, So I just played around with it for a while.
Did you start like in high school or after high school? Or?
It was after high school. It was definitely after high school. Yeah, I didn't rap in high school at all. In high school, I wasn't focused at all in high school. No, I had no guidance, no focus in high school for sure at all.
I was gonna say like what was high school Pedro on?
High school, man, that was bro. I really wasn't like I didn't go to school like. My senior year was probably the only year that I really went to school like a lot, like, but man, freshman year I did not go to school. I went to Irondale for high school for like a semester, and I really went to high school for football. That was like what we were doing, and then their football team wasn't good, and then I was not focused, bro. Like how people say they went to intermediate schools like in middle school. So I had to transfer from an intermediate school. I was one of those bad kids, bro. So I transferred from the intermediate school to high school, and then like 9th grade. So it was like I had all my friends from playing football and stuff, but when I got to the high school, I was with all of my Irondale friends for like the first time in school. I was acting the ass, bro. I couldn't. I was the class clown for sure. The definition of the class clown, guaranteed. So they pushed me out of there quick. I ended up in Spring Lake Park, and it was just. That's where I met all my brothers at. It was lit, and I wasn't. Man, football saved me for a minute. Football really saved me, I think, because it kept me from going down a terrible terrible path. But eventually, the football didn't work out. But I was just, some people say I was cool in high school. Some say I was square. Everybody's got their own little thing. So. I enjoyed it. It was fun for me.
A lot can change a few years after high school,
man,
too.
People don't understand that I was in high school, 7-8 years ago. Like, that's not... I graduated in 2014. Yeah. So, like, that's... To even think I'd be the same person 8 years later is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, but people kind of do...
Some people are still the same people, though.
Some people... I mean,
at least where I'm from, like in Mankato, like a lot of people that never, like, get out of Mankato, like, just kind of, like... just stayed there and never really branched out to, I guess, at least try other things. But like I feel like when you're in like around Minneapolis, there's so many different cities with different opportunities, like within like a 30 to 40 minute drive. But like with Mankato, it's like its own little like land in the middle of nowhere. But like I don't know, people definitely still be acting the same since high school.
Kato,
but not many.
Is its own island for sure.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Yeah,
man, Kato's crazy, man. I love it out there. I love it and I hate it. It was fun after high school when we graduated because a lot of my friends went there. So we were out in Kato all the time. Like 2015, 2016, we were out in Kato a lot. But after a while, after they kind of graduated, left, and it kind of was just like a. Then it got crazy. Like I've probably had some of the craziest like parties I've had in Kato. I've had to hide on top of roofs and all types of stuff. So
Kato, the cops were like pretty bored out there for the most part. They're more on like stopping like the petty stuff instead of like, because there isn't a lot of major crime in Mankato. At least there wasn't when I was out there. It could have changed, I guess, in the past few years.
It was like the what do they call those, man? I don't even remember. What do they when you're underage drinking? Like, what do they call it? What's the violation called? Like they were just
a petty misdemeanor.
Like they were but like they were giving them out. Like if you were if they caught you drinking in Kato under 21, they were giving out. It's a certain type of citation or something. I can't think of what it's called right now, bro. But it was crazy, man.
Like one where you almost have to like they make you like go to take classes and shit.
I never got caught with one, but I mean it's like a it's not a DWI. Obviously you're not driving, but it's basically just drinking underage, bro. It's crazy. I don't know they were cracking kids with them, bro.
It was bad. Insane. I just didn't understand why they would do it in like college town. Like there's a gated community for parties to stay away from the city of Mankato, and the cops will drive into there just to bust the parties. Like this is like. It's like just wait outside of it. Watch the people going where they're going after they leave. And if there's a call, like someone passed out or there's a fight, then run in. But like there's security guards, but there's
at least wait till the party's over.
There's also security guards. You need to make sure people aren't going home fucked up or hopping in their car fucked up, but not like just like this is where they're supposed to party safe, not downtown some random house that you can't hear them in the basement. Like
man,
shit.
Police
like
are bored, bro. That's just like we said. They're just they're bored. If they find something to do, man. They're gonna have their fun with it for sure.
I want to talk about the new brand you're pushing, Real Za.
Real Za, man. Yeah, man. So really, a lot of people. This is kind of a little rollout. These are kind of just samples, but a lot of people try to tie the Za is tied to the weed. That's what people tie it to.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of trying to. I'm branching it out a little bit, like. I use the word Za. Obviously, it started that way, but now I kind of just use it as like I might say like these Laneys that I got on, Real Za. Like I love the Laneys. That's just like if I see if I'm eating something fire, I might call it Real Za, or I might just call it Za or something like that. Yeah. I see a fine girl on the gram, I might say Za, something like that. So I'm kind of just I'm it's my own lingo, bro. I'm putting my own spin on things. I rap, I can do that. I have that. I have that. I have that right. So it's kind of just I'm just kind of trying to do things different. I do my own thing. I don't want to be doing the same thing everybody else is doing. So and I like clothes. I like putting it on. So I like wearing my own. I'd rather wear my own clothes than spend these thousands of dollars. I did that early. I spent the thousands of dollars on the Gucci shoes and the belts and all of that. So I'm good, man. I cashed out, bought me a chain. I'm chilling now, bro. I'm wearing my own clothes, bro. That's what I'm wearing, my own clothes, man. And Water Wave merch, of course, always.
Got it on.
Forever.
I mean, I'm gonna have to get me a Real Za. I just been seeing a lot of pictures of it, and then I was just like, that was just like another reason why I was like, all right, it's a good time to get you on the show so we could talk about, because you got a lot of stuff going on with the party hosting and the hoodies and obviously everything else you've been doing the past few years of your life since I've met you.
I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm expanding, but right now I'm just keeping it under wraps. Like, I got a session, I got a studio session. I'm finna go, knock some work out, and I'm gonna sit on that until it's showtime. And I'm just getting everything ready to roll out. And when it rolls out, I just hope I get the love, that I get, behind closed doors. Just telling people, little people certain things. So I'm excited though. I am.
What do you think is like stuff that has worked for like marketing wise for you, like living in Minneapolis and like being not even just for music but also just like growing your name as Rich Pedro, you know what I mean? Like going out to the clubs and actually talking to people. Is it like just trying to have the best image on Instagram? Like is like I feel like every city and every place like there's other opportunities to like get famous or just to gain a following or like a crowd of people to like you. Because I know there's a lot of like younger guys that think like, like if I have a cool Instagram, then I could blow up. But like, no, you gotta like actually go talk to people and like meet people and like shit like that. So like, what have you kind of learned along the time that has worked well for you?
What worked for a while is, I mean, what always works, I think, is face. You gotta be face to face, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really be. You gotta really be outside. You know, here especially, because there's not much. I mean, I won't do too much on here, but you know, it's really like that out here. You know, they're not gonna let you in a door unless you really got it going on. So, you know, I mean, they gotta see you consistently. You gotta be doing all the right things. You know what I mean? So it's just, at first for me, I had to go outside a lot. I had to spend a lot of money to you know, like I had to spend a lot of money just not to get my name, because I was friends with a lot of these people before I started rapping and making music, but it was more of like for other people to see me, like the scenery, the bottles gotta come, you know what I mean? Like once you establish a name,
to like turn new heads and like raise new eyebrows, people that didn't know who you were, and now they see you and they see like you're doing something that either they're not capable of doing or that they wish they were doing, and it kind of just like makes them like, oh, I want to look into that guy. Like whether really doesn't really matter what you're trying to get them to look into, but it definitely just gets people wondering and looking.
At first, you definitely have to go the route like what you see on the internet. You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta be in the club. You gotta pop the bottles. You gotta be around the girls. You gotta dress nice. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, don't get me wrong. Your Instagram does have to be, these days, your Instagram does have to be put together nice. You know what I mean? But it's marketing wise, there's a lot behind the scenes that's different. Like a lot of that's cool, but that's not really making you too much money out here. You know what I mean? So you gotta find. A lot of it is behind the scenes. A lot of it is on the computer. If you want me to be honest, like a lot of it is because it's the internet. The internet is the fastest way to the person's ear, bro. It really is. Like, I mean, because you'll post something on the internet and they'll see it on the internet before they get to see you in person sometimes. Because you may only go out on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could post something on a Monday and a bunch of new people could, you know. So it's just the internet plays a big part in really getting the traction going, but it started with outside.
You definitely got to do it, because you got to get, like, even like for me, like actually like talking to people and figuring out who they are rather than like, just like DMing you on Instagram or seeing what you post. Like it makes me feel more willing to like hit you up to do some work or come in and do a podcast. You know, people are always just like, I need to be on the next concert, I need to be in the next show, or let me get on this. But like if I've never actually like met you in person, or like I don't know, it's kind of hard to really invite you to come do something for the first time that I meet you, when it's like you don't want to ask for too much like the first time you meet somebody. Like I learned that from like Gary Vee one time. Like he said the first time you meet somebody, you shouldn't try to like send the business proposal on the first time. Like, you know, meet someone, make a good first impression, maybe just talk to them about like some stuff. Don't even mention what you want out of them at all. And then you see them the second, the third, the fourth time, and all of a sudden like they see like you kind of gain a little more stature, they see you talking to someone that they respect, they go up to you like, oh hey, what's up? And then you kind of tell them what you do, you know, like you don't really want to ask for too much right away. And it's kind of hard sometimes because people just like think Instagram is real life when it comes down to like how well of a person how well you know somebody. And it definitely it can be, but like it's not the same way.
People on Instagram just think anybody with money is their friend. Like the internet is not real life. It's not like it helps. Like a lot of people get paid from the internet. Like the internet can help you. The internet has made a lot of people rich over the last 2 years. But it's not real life. Like it's people take it to a place that's just unimaginable these days.
What do you think like Minneapolis needs for like club scene wise? Like, you know, people like go to like Phoenix, or they go to Miami for like clubs.
We need Aqua back. Man, we need Aqua back.
I don't think I ever even got to see Aqua. I don't think I was around during that.
Aqua was it, bro. That we need Aqua back. But I mean, in reality, I mean, truthfully, we're getting there. We are getting there. Rain is
fun.
Rain is the real deal right now. Rain is definitely the real deal. I don't know how many weeks they done sold out, but I mean they're
the venue and the lights and just like the music they play and the vibes that they're always there. The outs. I mean now it's not gonna be a little different because they don't have the outside patio or whatever, but
it's Vegas. It's Vegas like.
Yeah,
it's definitely
because with the outside combination to the inside whatever, like it's just perfect. You get to step outside and smoke, or you can step outside and get some fresh air. There's tables out there too. So like
and just having all of the clubs, like just the connection of just like the building itself is just it's thriving right now. It's good to see. Mm-hmm. We need more of that. I guess we just need we just need more of that. It takes time, bro. Mm-hmm. But even then, it was kind of that's how it was. Like with Aqua was like the only spot. Like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. I was on my phone. I said to make sure the person that was in here was the person that was supposed to be in here.
Mm-hmm. No, you're good.
Yeah, after what we've been going through, you never know.
Sure, you gotta make sure.
I mean, I do think just like more clubs that go over the top just to do it. You know, like I don't even know. Like I don't really go out as much as I used to, but eventually I'll probably get back into it. But every time I kind of feel like taking a break from that stuff. It's just like you get to step back and realize like what else you could be doing with your time.
Yeah,
you know, like
and how much like in your time and your money.
Yeah, your money gets spent. Your sleep gets spent. Your focus gets spent. Because I mean, if you're out at the club, let's just say from 11 to 2, that's 3 hours. But how long are you gonna prepare to go to the club? From maybe from 8 to 10 of like drinking or hanging out with your friends, whatever, eating,
dressed, whatever.
So really, it takes away half your day, and then some of your sleep the next day. If you don't have anywhere to be early, you're gonna want to sleep in, or if you have to be somewhere early, you're gonna, most likely have a rougher start to where you got to be early.
Your body's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. So it's like taking breaks. Don't be afraid to take a break. If you think you're keeping up a reputation going to the club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can take breaks. People aren't gonna miss you that much. You
can definitely take a break. Let them miss you.
Mm-hmm. That's the point. You want to be missed.
You want to be missed. Like that's what it is. You definitely don't want to drain yourself early. I feel like I'm not gonna say I drain myself early, but man, these days, like I'm only 26, bro. I go drink a little bit now, and I'm like, you know what? Somebody just passed me a wood, and I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm gonna let y'all have the Casamigos, man. I'm just not. The liquor's just not my thing right now. Maybe I'm just outgrowing it too. Like,
yeah,
it's just not my thing.
That's kind of how I'm getting too. Like, I'll definitely drink because I'm about to be 23. But so basically 23, maybe by the time this drops, it'll be a lot closer. But
when's your birthday?
January 14th.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, so basically like a month from today, just about, or a month and 1 day. But so basically I'm 23. And like I definitely was out before. I wasn't necessarily getting like super drunk when I was going out before. Because a lot of times they ended up putting X's on my hands or whatever. Just because I would say, oh, I'm a cameraman, and then they'd be like, all right, well, you can't drink. And all right, whatever. All right, cool, yeah. So then I just don't drink. It's just like an excuse to not drink. But like, I don't know, I definitely enjoy like going out and just smoking instead. But then it's like if you mix both of them, then you gotta be careful, because mixing drinking and smoking at the same time can.
Man, that's underrated, bro. They underestimate that shit. Yeah. That shit's deadly. It's deadly. Crazy. It is crazy.
Especially when you're going from one to the next. Like I could see like if you smoked and then you're not at like the peak of your high, and all of a sudden you want to have a couple drinks or something, and then maybe you just that's all you have, and then you smoke at the end of the night, then you're probably all right.
Exactly.
But when people are going from like smoking their wood, then taking a shot of Henny or some Casa right after.
Our shots. You take your shot and then
you go back to smoking. That's where it
cooks.
That's where I become cooked. I can't do that. I learned that though. I definitely learned that.
Yeah, I learned that way too early, because that was really all I was doing in the club. I mean, like, I don't want to say we were some of the first people to smoke in the clubs, but I mean, we were smoking in the clubs like when they were like, no. Yeah. We were like, yeah, okay. Like we were really because it just had to be.
Yeah.
That's just what it was. I was not. Liquor's never really been my thing. Never really been my thing. Not really.
It's definitely not necessary, so you don't gotta force it.
Nah, but a lot of people use it as like it's how you can make it's how you make friends. You can really socialize. Like some people really cope with that. Like you kind of have to, like, they fold and they're like, well, I gotta drink because I have to socialize. Like I don't know if you saw The True Story on Netflix with Kevin Hart. Man said he was like 6 months sober, but his friends are drinking, so now he wants to take a shot.
Yeah, and then
like
no spoilers, but his life gets fucked up after that.
It's crazy. So it's just, and that's just what it's just like, I don't know. The alcohol and the peer pressure is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, if you don't definitely don't gotta push yourself to do that type of shit.
Nah, find something else to do. You can smoke you a wood. You know what I mean? It's definitely not. You don't have to. You can just. You don't have to do it just because your friends are doing it. It's fine.
That's like it with everything. Your friends are rapping. You don't have to rap.
Man,
someone has to be the cameraman. Someone has to be the booking manager. Someone has to be the designer. Not everyone's a rapper.
Not everybody is a rapper. Not everybody is
There be groups of friends 8 deep, all rappers.
Man,
you gotta. Not everyone. I mean, if you guys are all fire, go for it. But usually odds are not all 8.
A group of 8 people rapping. That's not really. Odds are all y'all aren't fire because y'all wouldn't be grouped up. Y'all would be handling your business. Y'all all would be because y'all are grouped up on the road or something like that. Why would 8 of y'all be grouped up on the road if all y'all are fire and doing it? Y'all had different shit going on. So it's like everybody's not a rapper. Tell your friends, if that's your brother, tell your brother it's just not for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he can draw. Maybe he's really good with people. Maybe he could be a manager or something. But the mic ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not.
Especially if you can't perform live very well either.
Man, if you can't perform live, you really cooked as an artist, period. Like, you can get there, though. Like, it's not... Performing live isn't something that's, like, given to you. Like, you can...
You definitely got to practice.
You can definitely work it. It's not... Like, some people
do have a
natural stage presence.
Yeah, once you get over that nerve of, like, your first couple shows, then you just unlock it. Really, and that's how it was for me.
You just got to think about it like it's... I just be taking stuff these days. I just like it is what it is. Like once you step out on that stage in front of these people, it is what it is. You feel me? There's nothing you can't. You either gonna do what you got to do or you gonna run off the stage. You know what I mean? So you might as well just do your thing. Whatever you gonna say whatever you gonna do it, and let it be what it is. And that's just kind of that's just what it is these days. You gotta just. I'm telling all my people, do it. Whatever it is you want to do that shit. And hey. Whatever happens. You know what I mean?
Follow your dreams. That's a good way to end it.
Except for my rapper friends, I make sure certain people.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Even with some other stuff, if someone just isn't good at something, and they doing it just because someone else is doing it, not even just rapping, make sure if you know that they could be doing something better or just spending their time better. If it's just sitting home playing video games or if it's fucking I don't know what other people waste their time doing, but
support your brothers though.
But just make sure they're on track.
That's how we gonna end it, man. Yeah, support your people. Support your people. Support the locals, man. Support your local rappers. Support your local photographer, your local stores, your local clothing brands, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real life. Those people on the internet are not your friends.
Well, tap in with Rich Pedro. Was it one Rich Pedro on the gram?
Yes, sir. One Rich Pedro on the gram. One Rich Pedro on Twitter. I don't really be on Twitter like that too much. But, yeah, follow me on the gram, man. Follow me on the gram. Stay tuned. Clothes, music, parties, everything.
Yes, sir. Subscribe, like, comment. We got a store, 1521 Como Avenue Southeast. We sell shoes, drip,
come get your merch.
All that.
Come get your merch.
Go check out our sneaker review videos.
That one, this one, that one. Don't matter. Just come get your merch, man.
Get your merch.
Let's go.
Dude, who ain't getting money, buddy, better get a clue. He say he looking for me, buddy, I got blue clues. Hit a goofy with the re-rock, he ain't have a clue. We mixed the water with the syrup, then we add the juice. He say he want a 8 already, probably got a